listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world listening to the sound of my voice. It's a lovely day here in Gwinnett County, a little bit rainy, 50 degrees right now, going up to a high of only 51. Rain is going to stop around 1 or 2 o'clock this afternoon, and then the temperature is going to start to dip a little bit, but that's okay because right now it's beautiful. I've been up and out already this morning, so and I was out in the rain, but it's just drizzling. It's not really heavy rain, it's just drizzling. And that's okay. It's all right because somebody didn't get no rain and they needed it. So it's all right. I ain't going to complain because there's no need to. There's no need to. Had a little bit of an incident this morning, right? And sometimes I can be a little over dramatic, I think. Sometimes, every once in a while. And it's mostly when it comes to my business. When I get, not regular stuff. I get a little over dramatic when it comes to my business and the things I'm trying to accomplish. And I was having a moment this morning. And I had to write my thing. I had to write some stuff in my journal, think it through. And then I felt a lot better. But for a hot second, I was in it. I was like all in it, feeling sorry for myself. Oh my God, I should have done this. I should have done that. And then I had to snap out of it real quick. But I only get like that about my business, which is weird, right? But I snapped out of it because then I had to go back. I had to go back and think about why I decided to do a certain thing. Because now I'm like, okay, and it's not my NFT, y'all. I'm still rolling with NFT. It's just other things. And I had to ask myself why you doing this thing? Because you get that way sometimes. Maybe you should have did something else. Maybe you shouldn't have taken out on that task. Maybe you should have said no to this thing. So then I'm starting to feel like, oh my God, feeling all sorry for myself and mad at myself. And then I had to stop for a second. I had to stop and I had to go back and look at some things, look at some notes, look at some past journal entries. Okay, Audrey, this is why you said that. This is why you did that. Okay, pull yourself together, snap out of this crap. Because sometimes life will slap you and you want to just fall down on the floor and cry, right? But then you gotta come back to the realization why you did the things you did, why you made the choices, and then look at them, reevaluate them. Were they good choices? Maybe they weren't good choices. And if they weren't, then take a hit and keep it moving. But when I looked at why I did what I did for this particular thing, I understood why I did it. But for a hot second, I was wallowing in it like, oh my God, I just messed up. And that's just me. I only get like that about my business. I don't get like that about other stuff. Because other stuff, they'll be looking at me like, oh my God. Like someone told me one time I was an ice queen. And I was like, really? Now, if you know me, I'm not. Right, but what I will say is, when stuff just don't matter to me, like I'm not gonna argue about it. I ain't even hardly talk about it because it just don't matter. Because my theory is, why am I wasting energy talking about that when it just really does not matter to me? Like it doesn't matter, and so I don't talk about it. And some people hate that. They want you to talk about it. I'm like, I don't want to talk about that. I don't care about that because I really don't care about it. So I don't want to talk about it. So someone called me an ice queen one time. Like, it's just like cold. I'm like, no, I'm not cold. I really don't care about that though. Like, why do you want me to debate something that I really don't care about? And so, because some people would debate anything, things that don't make sense, things that they really don't care about. Not me. I have to genuinely care about something. And then, because and let me tell you something. If you're talking to me and I have no feedback, I have no comments. People do this to me all the time. My husband do it to me all the time. I'd be like, he don't know what I'm talking about. He don't care what I'm talking about because he don't say nothing. Because when you care about something, you say something. And I've learned it, and I'll just laugh because I'm talking, and I realize he's not saying anything back. I'm like, okay, so he don't care about this. I'm not getting any feedback on this subject right here, so I'm just gonna stop talking to him about it because he really don't care. But that's how I am too. Now sometimes just to try to hold a conversation, I might talk about it. But if it's something I really don't care about, I'm definitely not going to debate about it. I'm like, no. So anyway, I said all that to say, I only get to that point where I'm like, oh my God, it's when it's about my business. Because for the rest of everything else, it's either I care about this and I'm going to fight for it, or I don't, and I'm not going to hem and haw about it. So I was feeling sorry for myself for a hot second about a decision I made, and then I snapped out of it real quick because I was like, I can't live in this place all day. I got too much to do. Yeah, I know I'm trying to launch this NFT, yes, and it's kicking me in my butt. And I thought it was something I was doing wrong until I went to, so listen. So there is I don't know what you call this. It's a community. It's called Discord, right? I thought it was a gaming community for little gamers, but it's a community for all things gaming, all things metaverse, all things NFTs, all things cryptocurrency. It's just a huge community. So I'm in one of, so now I feel like the hip grandma. I'm in one of the communities for the NFTs. I'm like, yeah. So I'm looking. So I wake up this morning because I was like, you know what? I'm going to bed. I don't know what's wrong with this NFT thing. I can't get it to work. I'm going to bed now because now I'm just tired. I've been working at this all day to the point where I'm actually neglecting what I'm supposed to be doing. Good morning, Gwinnett. Oh, that's what I was beating myself up about, y'all. Anyway, I went over there this morning and apparently one of the cryptocurrency, what do you call it? I don't even know what you call it. Mentors is not working properly. So I thought I was doing something wrong, and come to find out the software was malfunctioning. So everybody was saying something very similar to what I was experiencing. I'm like, oh, okay, so it wasn't just me. And the customer service is not the greatest. So because it's like a free community, and they tell you, oh, get into community, and it helps because I was stuck, and I went into community yesterday, and one of the people in the community said, hey, try this and try that, and that worked. I was like, great, that worked, which was cool. But now we're stuck again, and it's a bunch of us like, okay, what's going on? This is definitely a software bug that they have to fix, and we can't do anything. So I looked at that this morning, and I was like, okay, that explains the problem that I was having. But here's the thing. I was beating myself up. Let me tell you what I was beating myself up about. I was beating myself up because I have neglected writing content for Good Morning Gwinnett for the last week because I got so enthralled in the NFT that it was taking up all my time. So I had to take care of my clients who are paying me. So I would do their work first, and then I would go back and then I would do everything NFT. And I neglected Good Morning Gwinnett. I neglected what I know it is going to be. And I was like, oh my God, why did I do that? I got lost in the sauce. So I snapped out of it. It's like, okay, well, you got lost in the sauce. Get out of the sauce today. NFT comes second. I had to tell myself the NFT comes second. Good Morning Gwinnett comes first. Not the other way around, because I was losing sight of that because I'm all wrapped up in the NFTs. So I beat myself up about it. So, I snapped out of it. Okay, girl, this is what you did. Today is a new day. Snap out of it. Good Morning Gwinnett is first after the paying clients. So the clients are taken care of. They're done. Now you focus on Good Morning Gwinnett, and then you focus on the NFT. And I was like, oh, okay. But for a hot second there, I had a situation that happened. I was just beating myself up. I was like, okay, this is not a good thing. I made a mistake. I'm making an error. Blah, blah, blah. I'm over it. So today, I will work on the NFT after I do some writing for Good Morning Gwinnett. Plus, I need to put together a media kit, which I did not do yet. Well, I have one. I need to update it. Let me say that. I have a media kit because right now, one of the things I'll be offering on the show is product placement, because I'll be going... not even product placement, product spotlights, which I'm excited about that. Product spotlights, because I'm going to be going live video pretty soon. So let me tell y'all something. When I tell y'all I love doing this show, I love the possibilities of what it could be. I do. But I do get sucked into the shiny object syndrome sometimes. So the NFT was pulling me in, and now I had to get out. So NFT is second. Good Morning Gwinnett is first. But it's because it's so many great things that can happen, and I don't want to. I have to beat myself up sometimes because I love creating stuff. And let me tell y'all something. NFTs, all the possibilities that it brings, you can easily get sucked in. And you can get sucked in for two different realms. If you like to create, it's a great place to create and sell stuff, right? Because people will buy anything, right? What I'm selling is beautiful. I'm not going to even front. What I'm selling is beautiful. But I've seen some stuff in the NFT world, NFT land. I'm like, okay, somebody bought that. But they bought it because it was different and it was rare. So you can get sucked into that side. If you're a creator, you can get sucked into that side. Now, on the flip side, if you are a gambler, you can get sucked into the other side. Here's the thing. One side, you won't lose too much money because you still got to pay some things. On the flip side, when you're trying to flip an NFT, you can use your shirt. So you got to be very careful. But if you're the person that liked all the fast moving and a lot of creating, this is a space that you got to watch yourself. You'd be addicted. It's kind of like when Clubhouse first came out, right? When Clubhouse first came out, I was on Clubhouse from 5 o'clock in the morning. This is literally 5 a.m. to 10 o'clock when I got ready to do my show. Yes, I was addicted to the point where I was like, okay, this can't be healthy. And then I would get off the show and get back on Clubhouse. I was like, this can't be healthy because there's so many interesting people on there saying so many great things till you just don't want to cut it off. It's crazy. It's like watching a good movie you want to watch, you want to binge on it. That's how it was. And I was like, okay, seriously, I'm not getting anything done by being on Clubhouse all day. I'm not getting, because I'm stuck. And I had to cut it off to the point where I think I just recently, and this was like back in, I think I stopped listening to it probably around September because I was totally addicted. And I was like, I'm not getting anything done with this. So I need to cut it off like right now. And so I cut it off, and I just started listening back to it somewhat about 2 weeks ago. Maybe about a month ago. And but I only listen like once in a blue moon because I know how addictive it could be. It's like TikTok. Like, I do not go on TikTok. Because I have gone on TikTok before, and I was like, oh my God, I could spend my whole day laughing because I'm laughing on TikTok. Because you see the craziest things on TikTok. And I was like, I cannot open up the TikTok app because when I open it, I go down the black hole. So I know my weaknesses, and I try to avoid them as much as possible. All right, enough of me chit-chatting. Let's get on with this show. Today is Thursday, January 20th. It's also Get to Know Your Customer Day. That's a good one. You should get to know your customers every day, especially if you're trying to keep them as a customer every day. It's National Butter Crunch Day. That sounds delicious. Now listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. I'm going to do this last. National Disc Jockey Day. So if you like music, in my past life, I probably was a disc jockey because that's why I play music on this show. I probably was a DJ. But here's my favorite day of all. Here it is. National Cheese Lovers Day. Ooh, anybody that knows me know I like cheese. That's my weakness. Like, for people that like sugar, cheese is my sugar. I love cheese. It's a shame. I'm going to the doctor to get my cholesterol checked. I was like, I need to get my cholesterol checked because I've been eating a lot of eggs trying to get this protein in, and I realized, look, I've eaten more eggs in the last 3-4 months than I've eaten my entire life probably because my doctor told me I don't have enough protein. It's like, you're not eating enough protein. I'm like, well, that's all I eat. All I eat is protein, right? He said you don't have enough. I'm like, oh my God. So how much more protein can I eat? I even bought, let me tell y'all something. I bought these protein drinks. They were little shots, right? They were nasty too. When I tell you disgusting, it was little bottles. I got them off Amazon. Little shot, like the little test tube bottles. It was like those, but it was all protein. When I tell you disgusting, it was disgusting. I was like, oh, but I was trying to get the protein in, like he said. I was like, oh God, this is so gross. So instead of me taking the little shots, which I probably should have just sucked the shot down and I would have been done with the protein for the day after I ate, I was like, I can't do the protein. It's the nasty. Now I'm still struggling trying to get in enough protein, so I've been eating eggs. Now I think I'm eating 2 eggs and cheese. I think I'm eating too many eggs. So now I'm afraid I need to get my cholesterol checked, which I've never had a problem with my cholesterol. But I think I've been eating too much eggs. So now I got to go get it checked. I got yogurt downstairs. I got cottage cheese. I got protein shakes. But I've been eating the eggs. So got to get that checked. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's do these horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thosson for today, Thursday, January 20th. We're going to kick it off like we always do. And that is with Aries. You should be able to get involved in an interesting proposition today. Social events will lead to a strong and stable relationship. Your involvement in sports or entertainment will lead to new romances. All right, listen here, Aries. Your involvement in sports and entertainment will lead to new romances. I missed going to the Knicks game yesterday. I missed going to the Knicks game. Not the Knicks. Why am I talking about the Knicks? To the Hawks. I know people like, you want to go? No, not the Knicks. I wasn't going to New York. I missed going to the Hawks game because I had to get on a freaking webinar, political one, and I was like, oh my God, this is hard. It was hard to watch. I ain't gonna say that. Let me say that. But I could have went to the game. And after I watched it, I'm like, seriously? I gave up the Hawks game for this? Oh, it was a political, with the Senate and the Congress and all that for the state of Georgia. And I'm sitting there I'm like pulling my hair out like, I gave up the Hawks for this? Like it was, anyway, I digress. Have some fun, Aries. You can find some new romance and entertainment and sports. All right? So get out there and do some entertainment. Speaking of sports, I bowled tonight. I didn't bowl last week because I wasn't quite well. I'm ready tonight. I hope I'm rested enough because I got to go out there and get it. We lost all 3 games because I didn't bowl. Neither did Georgette. So my husband bowled by himself. And of course, you can't bowl by yourself against 4 people. You're going to lose. So we lost. We had been on a streak, a winning streak, and then I couldn't go, and then she didn't go, and so we lost. So he was bowling by himself. But that's okay. The team is back together tonight. Even when if it's 2 of us and we bowl, we still do good. All right, Taurus, go with the flow and don't be concerned about your own job. A lack of support and negativity have been the main problems. Social activities that involve the whole family will be enjoyable. Then listen, involve your whole family. If you got good weather, even if you don't have good weather, go to the movies. I went to go see Spider-Man at Christmas time, at New Year's. It was New Year's Eve. I really enjoyed that. I was like, wow, this is cool. So I plan on doing that again. I plan on going to the movie. Listen, I'm not a socializing person no more. When I was younger, I partied like it was 1999 when it was 1999. Trust me, when Prince made that song, I was partying like a rock star, baby. Now, I just like to work. It's so sad. But I do have fun when I do go out. Like I'm thinking about going to Miami when the weather breaks. I might go for my husband's birthday. It'll be pretty nice. It won't be so hot and we can still enjoy. My birthday, I've gone to Miami. Each time I've gone, it's been cold, so I'm not going. By the way, I'm speaking at PodFest. Woohoo! I love that. So I'm one of the speakers at PodFest in Orlando in May. Thank you for that. I think that's wonderful. Thank you, Chris Cormetso and your team over there for allowing me to speak again and share what I'm doing with Good Morning Gwinnett. Because listen, I host the #1 hyperlocal podcast in the state of Georgia, soon to be the state and soon to be the world. Yes, I'm proud of that. This is the #1 hyperlocal podcast in the state of Georgia, and the goal is to get it to be the #1 hyperlocal podcast in the world. So that's the goal. So for that reason, I am going to be speaking at PodFest talking about hyperlocal podcasts. How to launch one, how to grow one. What does that mean to be a hyperlocal podcast? So I get to share my experience with people, which is nice. I like to talk, just in case you haven't figured that out yet. Gemini, you can surprise members of your family, which in turn will bring you a pat on the back. Be sure to question any detail that you feel could leave you in a precarious position at a later date. Real estate investments will pay off. Listen, be careful about what you say, right? Be careful, because later on what you say could come back to bite you in the butt. You could be put in a very bad situation if you don't be careful about what you say today. Sometimes you just say stuff out your mouth. I'm pretty sure I do it a lot, and it's okay. And it'll come back and bite you in the butt later. Listen, it was so funny. I don't know why I was thinking about this, but I'm not a social media person, right? You don't see me posting a whole bunch of stuff on social media because I just don't. If anybody wants to find something about me, they got to come listen to this show, because I think I share more on this show than I put anywhere near on social media. Like I'll go on Facebook maybe once a week, maybe twice a week. I'm on Instagram. I'm probably on Instagram a little bit more, maybe 3 times a week. TikTok, maybe once a week. Twitter, maybe once a week. LinkedIn, more than anything. I'm on LinkedIn at least every day. But there's nothing personal going on. It's all business over there. So if people want to find out, I don't know what made me think about that. So they just got to listen to my show. They'll find out a whole lot, because I be telling everything. Not everything, but I tell a lot on this show. You get to know the real me on this show. Yeah. Cancer, your energy will be high. Focus on your domestic scene. Get together with friends or relatives. Upgrading at this point is not a bad plan. Yes. Get together with friends or relatives. Yes. Have some fun. Your high energy and focus. You have high energy and focus on your domestic scene. Have some fun with your friends and relatives. Be careful though. Stay safe. Y'all stay safe, okay? Leo, you may find yourself in a romantic situation. Okay, love is good. Love is good. You can get ahead if you work diligently behind the scenes. Your high energy and discipline will enable you to complete any seemingly insurmountable task. Yes, listen, you got some romance on the horizon. Yes, Leo, go do your thing, baby. Love is good. Love is good. Virgo, let your boss know your goals. Look into family outings or projects. You'll find love and you'll get into a top shape at the same time. So it sounds like Virgo, you're going to find love at the gym. Is that where you're going to find love at? Speaking of the gym, I haven't gotten back there yet. I'm going to go. I know at the beginning of this year, I was like, I'm going to the gym. I'm not going to quit. Whew! But I'm going. I haven't been because I wasn't top. My health wasn't the greatest, right? So I didn't want to infect nobody or anything. So I stayed home. But I'll be back. So Virgo, you may have to go to the park and do some squats, do some chin-ups, some push-ups, some, what you call them things? Burpees. You may find your love working out because it said physical activities, or you might play bowling. You might go bowling and find some love. I don't know. But you got to be active. You can't find them sitting at home on the couch. You're not going to find them that way. All right, listen, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen. Stay tuned. Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney giving you daily horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen. I'm going to pick it up with Libra. Get involved in groups that will help you meet established individuals. Limitations will set in if you haven't followed the rules. You need a day to relax and rest with the ones you love. Take some time out, Libra. Matter of fact, take a minute, take two. Relax and relax with the people that you love. I know you're on the go, you're on your grind, but you got to take some time to relax and rest. Scorpio, you are best to back away from commitment. Yeah. Do you really want to start something with someone you can't reason with? Unexpected bills may set you back. Do you really want to start something with somebody you can't reason with? Don't start anything. I don't care what it is, a relationship, a business, nothing. You know you can't reason with that person, that's not going to change. If you see the signs now, do not ignore them. That's not going to change. Sagittarius, you need to pamper yourself for a change. Don't let relatives make demands on you. Be considerate and avoid being overly opinionated or arguments will ensue. You need to pamper yourself, Sagittarius. Take care of you. And don't let folks put demands on you. Just say no. I know that's hard sometimes. But no is the most powerful two-letter word in the vocabulary. No. How many people have told you no? And then think twice about it. It's your turn. Take some time for yourself. Tell them no. No. Capricorn. You may want to invest in something that will grow in value. You will be able to catch up on overdue paperwork. Double check your work and be sure that your boss is in a good mood before you do your presentation. Now here's the thing. I don't know, can you postpone the presentation, but you cannot control your boss's mood. Let me just say that. So if you see your boss is not in a good mood, maybe you need to postpone the presentation to another day. Because otherwise you're going to present and nothing is going to turn out the way you want it because they're in a bad mood. It has nothing to do with you. Presentation can be perfect. But if the people you're presenting to is not in a good mood or receptive to what you're saying, chances are it's not going to go well. So if you can double check to see how your boss is doing, if you find out that they're in a bad mood, can you postpone the presentation to another day? Okay? Okay. It's not you, it's them. I know it sounds like a relationship, right? It's not you, it's me. It's not you, it's me. Yeah. Aquarius, taking things slowly, especially for the sake of those you love. Yeah, take it slow. Opportunities for advancement at work are apparent. Be considerate and avoid being overly opinionated. Yeah, be considerate. Yeah, be considerate. You got some opportunities to advance at work. They are apparent, but can you see them? Do you see them? All right. Last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces, changes involving your domestic scene may be unpleasant. Ugh, I'm not claiming that, fish. I don't know about you. Your tendency to dramatize may be a little much for your partner to take constantly. I'm not, now listen, I said I was a little bit dramatic today. I'm not constantly dramatic because I really don't care about a lot of that stuff. When it comes to my business and my money, yeah, I'm a little bit dramatic. But that's not very often. So I don't know about the rest of you fish, but your partner can't take it. Not if you're gonna be constantly doing it. They will not be in the right frame of mind to put up with tactless comments. Alright, so I can be a little tactless sometimes. So I'm gonna watch what I say today. I suggest you do the same. I talked about this. When did I talk about this? Yesterday. I talked about one of my business partners, right? And he and I had a conversation earlier that day. He's bougie. He said, yeah, I'm a little bougie. He is. But he owned up to that. And I'm a little tactless, right? So he was saying something about he got to get us some kind of training. And I said to him, make sure you include communication because he suck at communication. I may suck at being tactful, but he suck at communications. So I thought that was kind of funny. All right, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow. Oh, no. Today is my Friday. I will not be back tomorrow. I'll be back on Monday because I know today is Thursday, but it's my Friday because I don't broadcast on Friday, so I'm off tomorrow. I'll be back on Monday to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. All right? So let's get on with some news you can use. So listen, former U.S. Senator David Perdue promised Thursday to establish a new police force to investigate election fraud if elected governor of Georgia, marking Republicans' latest attempt to energize Donald Trump supporters by channeling the GOT fury. Listen, oh my God, I try not to talk about politics on Good Morning Gwinnett, but give it a break, would you? Like, there was no fraud. They done had all these people spend all this time and energy counting, recounting, checking, recheck. There was no fraud. Nobody liked him. He didn't win. Okay, Purdue? Like, that's what's going to make you lose because you still on that stupid train with the rest of them talking about fraud. There was no fraud. You done had your secretary or whatever say it was no fraud. You still talking about fraud. Now you're talking about if you vote me, you won't get in for that reason because you're still talking stupid. Oh my God, give it up. It was no fraud. This is why I won't be good in politics because I don't have the kind of patience that you need to deal with stupid people. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like fraud. If I get in and become the governor, I'm gonna have new election police. Oh my God, there was no fraud. How many times do they have to say that? I just feel like they're just stuck on stupid for real. Just stuck on stupid. Like stupid, they're just stuck. Get off of it. Anyway, moving forward. Stacey Abrams centered her first in-person campaign event around an announcement from a coalition of unions that endorsed her run for governor, highlighting the prominent role that organized labor will play in 2022 bid. So she got an endorsement from. She embraced the Support Wednesday from Georgia chapter of the AFL-CIO and roughly a dozen other unions at a press conference where she also blasted Governor Kemp as a failed leader and insisted there is still hope for passage of federal voting rights measures. I'm not going to talk about a lot of politics today. That's for Sunday. Tune in Sunday at 1 p.m. I'm sure we're going to talk about a lot. I'm on Popcorn and Politics. Go to the website. Go to Noise Media Network on Facebook. Watch it live. State Representative Donna McLeod will be here on Sunday talking with us. I'm sure we're going to talk about the voting rights and all the crap that's going on with that. This man trying to talk about the 2020 election was fraud. I mean, like, get over it. But anyway, Popcorn and Politics airs every Sunday at 1 p.m. on all of your local stations. No, I'm kidding. Well, some of your local stations are Facebook, Twitter, and all those guys. So every Sunday at 1 p.m. I talk politics. That's why I'm not talking a lot about it here. 1 o'clock, Derek J. Wilson and I talk about politics. It's called Popcorn and Politics. You can listen live at 1 p.m. If you go to Noise Media Network on Facebook, you can watch it there. You can also watch it on Noise Media Network on YouTube. You can also watch it on Roku if you have a Roku streaming device. If you download the Noise Media Network app to your device, you can also watch it on your mobile apps. If you got mobile apps, it's the Noise Media Network app for that. And also on LinkedIn Live. You can watch it there and on Facebook. So Twitter, you can watch it live. Listen, America One Radio, we're live stream there as well. So you can watch this show pretty much anywhere. 1 p.m. Sundays at Popcorn and Politics. We talk politics and we talk politics. We talk to politicians. We talk to political hopefuls. We talk about nonsense going on in government and everywhere else. We do it all. So that's the show. All right, I'm going to another song. I'll be right back after this song to give you more of the rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County and beyond. Stay tuned.
You don't mean nothing to me. E-boys like you every dinner. I don't believe what you preach. You're just a rookie beginner. Hang out with boys in the street. Like that will make you a winner. I don't believe what I see. Why you wearing gold? You're nothing more than silverware. Thinking you're so bold, but are you always unaware? Walk around like everything belongs to you. Talk to me like I'm a young stupid fool. Take off all your clothes. You're nothing more than silverware. Why you calling me honey? Why you show off your money? Wave it like it's a tissue. Baby, this is your issue. I'm not falling for bullshit. If you like me, then say it. You don't get that I see through this facade that surrounds you. Growing up takes time, so don't you waste mine. You and me ain't right. Why you wearing gold? You're nothing more than silverware. Thinking you're so bold, but are you always unaware? Walk around like everything belongs to you. Talk to me like I'm a young stupid
Welcome back, welcome back. She said you're nothing more than silverware. I was like, hot dog. And I've heard that song before. But I was like, she's like, why you take off all your gold? You're nothing more than silverware. She's straight up dissed him, whoever he is. I was like, wow. That's a pretty cool song. Take off all your gold. You're nothing more than silverware. Okay, I feel like I'm in church right now. Anyway, there's a lot of innovations going on in Peachtree Corners Curiosity Lab. They just partnered with Broadman 17, which is a company out of a company that has listen, I'm all tongue-tied. I'm listening to silverware here, and it just like went over my head. But anyway, there's a lot of innovation coming out of Curiosity Lab. Peachtree Corners Curiosity Lab partner with Broadman 17 has joined the 5G Open Innovation Lab after several months of successful tests of the state-of-the-art advanced driver assistance system technology in the city. So, I talked about this before. They had the autonomous driving car over at Peachtree at Curiosity Lab, where you can get in the car and there's no driver. The car is just driving itself. So they got a whole little obstacle course over that way. So I went over there to God, what is the co-working space name? God dog, it's right on top of my tongue. But we were looking to do an event over there, and we happened to go over there and look at the location, Tech Park, Atlanta Tech Park. So we went to Atlanta Tech Park to look at their venue, which is a very nice venue. I love it over there. It's a co-working space. It's like a incubator type space. It's just really nice at Atlanta Tech Park in Peachtree Corners. And so I had gone over there to look at the space, and they have all the lines for the autonomous driving car. And I thought, man, that's pretty cool. And I keep saying I'm gonna go over there and get in the car and drive, and I have to do that. Like once the weather break, I'm gonna do a lot of stuff, but they have the autonomous driving car. The car drives itself. There's no driver. And I remember I was talking to my mom and my uncle. That's her brother. And I said to them, I was like, listen, pretty soon, and this was before she passed. This was probably like 2019, I think it was, when they were just talking about the autonomous driving car. I said, pretty soon, you're going to be able to call the car, and the car is going to come pick you up. But it doesn't have a driver. And they had me cracking up. They were like, we're not getting in that car with no driver. Good, drive us off a cliff somewhere, which is true now. Because that's something to think about. Like, if you get in a car and there's no person driving the car, and it's all computerized, you got to think about somebody issuing some virusware to the car. That's something to think about. The car can take you somewhere you don't want to go. As much as I like technology, which I do, there's still a lot of things that scare me, like having robots do everything, and they're just as smart as you are. What's the movie? I think it was Robot, right? Our Robot with Will Smith, where the robots had their own mind because the main robot was telling them what to do, and so it would turn them on, make them mean, and then turn them off and make them good. Yeah, I could see that happening. That sounds really way out there in left field, but when you look at some of the technology that's being produced right now, it's some really smart AI out there, to the point where they making the freaking robots smile. They making them, it's almost like being human. I told you they have them looking like humans right now. So it doesn't surprise me that we have great technology coming out of Peachtree Corners. Listen, what I would like to see happen, I would like to see all of our towns in Gwinnett County be really tech savvy like that. Like Atlanta has a huge tech community, and I would love to see Gwinnett be the same. We have Peachtree Corners, but I feel like Gwinnett is so big, we need to have other pockets of technology. So I'm working on some things with the Greater East Side Chamber to make sure that tech is spread across Gwinnett County. I love Peachtree Corners and Curiosity Lab and what they're doing, but I feel like there's still a lot more opportunities for tech to be all over the Gwinnett County area. So I'm working with the Greater East Side Chamber to do some things. I'm also one of the chair people for BUILT, which stands for Black United and Leading Technology. And so there's going to be some collaboration going on there to bring, to take technology and put it on the south side as well of Gwinnett too. So we got things going on here. By the way, if you're not a member of Greater East Side Chamber of Commerce, you might want to think about joining us, because we're doing major things at Greater East Side. It is our 10th year in being in existence, and so we have an anniversary coming up. There's a gala coming up pretty soon, but we're doing some amazing things at the Greater East Side Chamber of Commerce. Our goal is to help small business owners get as much awareness for what they do and as much training to thrive as they can. So make sure to go to mygecc.org, and check out the chamber there and see some of the great things, the great packages that we have to offer when you become a member. And like I said, we're rolling into tech. So we are a chamber that's on the move. We have revitalized and we are reimagining the future. And if you are a small business who want to thrive and reimagine the future with us, become a member. mygecc.org. Okay, cool. But anyway, we got some good things going on over in Peachtree Corners with Curiosity Lab. As a matter of fact, I did a comic strip, y'all. And I put it on a t-shirt. So if you go to goodmorninggwinnett.com, you will see that I did a comic strip and I put it on a t-shirt. But inside the comic strip, it has Good Morning Gwinnett. You got to look at it hard. It has Good Morning Gwinnett. It has a South Lawn in there, and it has Curiosity Lab in there. It's really cool. So I had this great idea for this comic strip that I was going to do. And I did it. I had someone do it for me, and I put it on a t-shirt. So go check out the shirt. As a matter of fact, I need to put that on an NFT. That's a good story. I got all kinds. Maybe I need to take that t-shirt offline so people can't see it. Then I put it in NFT. See, there I go again. There I go. I should have put that in the NFT first. Let me think about that for a second. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Gwinnett Assistant Transportation Director wins a statewide award. Yes, okay, good. Kudos to you, bro. Kudos to you. The Georgia section of the Institute of Transportation Engineers recently named Gwinnett Department of Transportation Assistant Director Tom Seaver the 2021 Transportation Professional of the Year. The award recognizes people who have contributed to the safe and efficient movement of people or goods in Georgia, according to Gwinnett County News release. So congratulations. Congratulations, Mr. Seaver, for a job well done. Listen, you know you're doing good work when people recognize you. You know what I'm saying? When you get recognized, that means you're doing a good job. So let's give him a round of applause. Good work. That's what happens when you do good work. People see you. They may not say anything, but they see you. So listen, I read this story. I thought it was pretty cool. So the world's first black-owned autonomous grocery store debuts in Fayetteville. What does that mean? But when I saw autonomous, I'm like, first thing I went to was like technology. Anyway, the Atlanta area will soon welcome Nourish and Bloom Market, the world's first black-owned autonomous grocery store, according to founders Jamie Michael Hemmings and Jayla Hemmings. The neighborhood retailer will open in the town of Trillith. Trillith? There's a town called Trillith in Georgia. Trillith Development in Fayetteville tomorrow. They're going to open tomorrow. It will offer frictionless shopping, which allows customers to walk in, grab what they need, and leave without having to wait in a line. I thought that's what it was, but I wasn't sure. See, this is what I'm talking about. So you walk in, and I'm sure you're going to have some kind of chip that you can pay when you pick up stuff. The market promises to provide a quick experience while serving uniquely curated products and a wide assortment of premium foods, personal care products, and fresh prepared food menus with the finest ingredients. It's open 24 hours, 7 days a week. All right, Nourish and Bloom, I see you. I see you. I want to see them in person. I went to the Stonecrest Marketplace, Black Wall Street in Stonecrest. I thought that was beautiful. If you have not gone there, it's so nice. Like the way they have it laid out is beautiful. They have streets inside the marketplace, so you can go down one street, go down the other street. It was just really nice. And so Nourish and Bloom, I'm going to Fayetteville. Now Fayetteville is a little bit of a hike for me, but I'm going to go because I want to check it out. It says, the husband and wife duo began their journey into the food industry after their oldest son was diagnosed with autism, and they discovered the importance of healthy foods and access to healthy foods. So when their son was diagnosed with autism, a healthy diet became crucial in his well-being, and we realized there were no quick healthy food options for kids out there, the couple said in an Instagram post. So they decided, you know what, we're gonna launch our own thing, Nourish and Bloom. So that's pretty nice, Nourish and Bloom Markets. I think what's nice about it is the technology. So you don't have to wait in lines. So I'm sure there's some kind of chip or something that you can walk in and pay, and it's a chip that you can walk in and pay and then leave. So I'm excited about that. Listen, if you look at China has grocery stores that you could drive through, literally drive through. They have grocery stores where you can go up there and tap a screen and it comes out on the other side and you just walk out because everything is already done. They have grocery stores that you put all your stuff in a cart, and as you put it in the cart, it's calculating I'm saying, let me say, they have technology. You put your stuff in the cart and it's calculating as you put it in the cart, and then you just pay without having to stand on the line. That's technology. That's where we're going. What does that mean? That means that if you're working the register, you might want to learn how to be a technologist to help create some of this technology. That's what that means. Stop playing games. My daughter and I was talking this morning, right? And so she was telling me she keeps getting these people hitting her up for jobs. Now, she works for a good company, and she's an engineer. She's an IT engineer. But she said something to me. She's like, she was talking to this person who hit her up. Like, this is the third person in a week that has hit her up because she's in tech. She's a woman in tech. She's a black woman in tech, and she's an IT engineer. And so she said to me, and this is people thinking about things that they do as just, oh, this is something I do. No, it's not just something you do. So she said to me, she's like, yeah, I was talking to somebody. She was talking to this lady who reached out to her to offer her a position at their company, right? And she said to the lady, yeah, I know how to do JSON. And I said to her, you know how to do JSON? She's like, well, yeah, I do it. I'm an engineer. I do it all the time. I'm like, really? I've never heard her say that. Now I have thought about taking JSON and Python, right? And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. She says I use it every day. So she told it to one of her friends. He said his reaction was the same as mine. You know how to do JSON? Same as mine. Because that's not something that everyday people know how to do. But to her, it's second nature, so it's not a big deal. So the person that she was talking to, like, you know how to do JSON? And I was like, yeah, that's not like an everyday thing that you do. Like, it's not like you do this every day. But I thought that was pretty interesting. So I said all that to say, listen, you got to learn, find your way into tech. Some kind of way you have to find your way into tech, because that's where we're going. People can walk into a grocery store. Yeah, they're going to need somebody to stock the store, but that's probably going to be a robot, right? You got to learn the tech. Here's the thing. Well, I can't even say that. I was going to say robots can't program themselves, but that's going to probably start happening too. Like, where are you going to fit in this new world that's coming? You got to find your place. And a lot of it is based around technology. And I know people don't want to hear that, but you're going to get left behind if you're not learning some kind of technology. You're going to get left behind. Because robots and the technology that they're bringing out, this AI is smart. It's really smart. Really, really smart. All right, looking for something to do today? Well, seize the clay and make memories with your parents. So if you got little kids today and they're not in school, they can go and make some dishes, some clay dishes. They got an event going. It's called Pottery, the Pottery Party. Gwinnett's Park and Recreation is sponsoring that. Now it's a little rainy out today, so I don't know if you want to do that. But anyway, today from 3 to 4:30, they can make some clay pots and all that good stuff. So it's $8 for all ages. It's going to be at the One Stop Shop in Beaufort. So if you want to do that, go check it out. For information about that, you can go to the One Stop Shop, One Stop Beaufort. You want to take the kids and make some clay pottery, you can do that. All right, I'm going to my last song, and I'll be back after this song to give you my word of inspiration for the day. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Don't be afraid, be strong.
Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you. But before I go, I want to give you my words of inspiration for the day, and here goes. When you wake up every day, you have two choices. You can either be positive or negative, an optimist or a pessimist. I choose to be an optimist. It's all a matter of perspective. Let me say that one more time. When you wake up every day, you have two choices. You can either be you can either be positive or negative, an optimist or a pessimist. I choose to be an optimist. It's all a matter of perspective. Harvey McKay said that, and he was absolutely right. I woke up this morning. I was in a great mood. Then something happened that threw me in a bad mood, and then I had to make a decision whether I wanted to live in the bad mood or whether I wanted to get it back to the good mood. I decided, you know what, I need to get back to the good mood, because when I'm in a good mood, I make stuff happen. And I want to say something else, but this is a family show. I make stuff happen when I'm in a good mood. When I'm in a bad mood, nothing happens. So I try not to stay in a bad mood. No matter how hard it is, no matter how much I want to wallow in my pity, I try not to stay that way. So I decided this morning, after going through a moment of drama in my head, it was just me by myself, wasn't nobody else around, just me. After going for a moment of drama in my head, I decided, you know what, I'm not staying in that place. I got stuff to do, and I want to say something else, but this is a family show. I got stuff to do. So snap out of it, girl. Put your big girl panties on and get to work. Okay? You made some bad choices. Live up, suck it up. You did. It's okay. Make better ones. And sometimes you have to say that to yourself. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go with the positive side of things, because there's always a positive side, even when it doesn't look like it. I know it is. Listen, I work on myself constantly. Do you think I meditate at night and drive my husband nuts with the TV on with the meditation music because I'm not working on myself? Nope. I do that because I'm constantly working on myself. I'm constantly trying to be a better me. And when I do that, I can handle the situation that makes me want to stick my head in the sand and not come out. That's the only way I can do it. So, put your big girl panties on and go ahead. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, my friends. It's going to be okay. Listen, that's all I got for you today. You could be anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 55 minutes with me. And I love and appreciate you for that. If you missed any episodes of this show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com. You can listen to all the past episodes there. Also, follow me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. Follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett. And follow me on the Twitter at GM Gwinnett. And if you listen to the show on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, find your favorite episodes, give them 5 stars, like, subscribe, comment to the show. I appreciate you for that. And if you want to support the show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com and support the show. Also, if you want to advertise on the show, I will run an ad on this show with your message. Go to goodmorninggwinnett.com, click on the right-hand side where it says more, and all the drop-down menu will pop up there. You got advertisement options there as well. Pretty soon we're going to be doing product spotlight. So if you got a product that you want me to spotlight once I go live with the video, I'll be able to spotlight your product on TV. So again, this show is streamed live Monday through Thursday. Soon I'll be streaming live on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Roku TV. I'll be on TV. So you'll see me live on television if you got a Roku and you download Noise Media Network to your Roku. I think Apple too. I got to find out if I'm going to be streaming live on Apple and Amazon. Because Noise Media Network is on all those platforms, so I got to figure that part out. But anyway, thank you again for listening. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'll be back Monday at 10 a.m., God willing. Until next time, my friends, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.